All right, so we're going to look at drawing figures using basic shapes. Of course, everything in art begins with line and basic shape, and it's the same when you're drawing a figure. So if we look at this photo here, you can actually see, obviously, that the head is roundish, okay? And then you have the torso. It's more like a rectangle, and the arms are a rectangle. And the legs. And I know he's got pretty baggy shorts on, but we can kind of take into account his pelvis here, and then we can think, okay, where are the legs going to be? Most likely right about there. So you can break everything down into basic shapes, into squares, or in some cases triangles. It could be a square or it could be a triangle. And we're just going to use the same technique when we draw this figure. I'm going to erase this now, and let's try to draw this. All right, so I got my drawing tablet out, and we're going to draw this figure that you see in the lower left. Same figure we're drawing before. So we're going to look at it, and we're going to start out by drawing the head, and what's that shape? It's more so a circle or oval. So let's draw that there. Okay, and then the rest, we're going to start out with a stick person first. So let's try to draw the shoulders right about there. Draw a line for the body. And then a line across for the waist. And then where the hips are, we'll draw circles. Everywhere there's a joint, I usually will put a circle. So we'll draw a line for the leg. And a circle, and another line for the leg, and then we'll make this, we'll make it a sort of an oval. Be an oval or a triangle or a square, it doesn't really matter. And then we'll draw a line for the other leg, and then what does the knee get? It becomes a circle. So basically turning this person, this kid, into a stick figure. And then another line for the lower leg, and then you can draw maybe here triangle since the foot is at an odd angle. And let's draw a circle for the shoulder here, shoulder socket, and a line for the arm, circle for the elbow, and another line for the lower arm. You can make the hand into a square, it's fine. Let's do the other side, a circle for the shoulder, line for the arm, a circle for the elbow, and a line for the arm. And then of course there's this basketball he's holding in his hand. So we just broken down the figure into a stick figure. So once you have it as a stick figure, you've kind of drawn it with pretty good proportion. And proportion, of course, is like, what is the size to something relative to the size of something else, like the size of a slice of pie related to the slice in relation to the size of a whole pie. So now what we're going to do, we're going to box the figure in, is what I call it. So let's try that out now. It's going to pick a different color. Get a new layer here, but you can do this on paper just as easily. And I'm going to look at the shapes of the body. Okay, I already drew the head is more like a oval. So now I'm going to draw the torso or chest here. And that's going to be more of a rectangle, right? So let's just draw that in. All right, and then we're going to draw in the waist here, or pelvis. We can just make that another rectangle or box very easily. Same thing with the legs. Just make them rectangles. And if the legs are going to be rectangles, what should the arms be? They're going to be rectangles as well. Just a little smaller. There you go, pretty easily. So we kind of drawn a basic figure just using lines and shapes, and that's all you have to do. All right, have fun.